Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 10. Let's see what we're doing today. I think where we last left off, we built the fighting pit, which gives us an extra point of fulfillment. And I did not build that over the cotton fields, which I was worried about. So that's good. Let's let the service fulfillment on that fill up a little and see what that does to our loyalty. Alright, now we still also have this mild weather event, so I have to wait until that ends before I can take an accurate account of how our population is doing. It looks like I have a shortage of vegetables and fruit. And how are my janitors have gotten along and fixed everything, basically. Probably start idling and... oh, that's not good. But also, there's not really anything I can do about that, so I'm going to ignore that. My generators are still going on full blast. The service is now kind of maxed out, 100% access. Oh right, there's an upgrade, so only get half. Oh, okay, that's only half a point of fulfillment then. That's still good. Almost everyone is at 50% right now. If I didn't know any better, I might recruit a whole bunch of people right now. Okay, that ends. And then everybody's happiness tanks significantly. And then we'll settle on 77%. Let's see if there's any races that are unhappy about this. No. Looks like they're all doing pretty fine, hovering over 70-80%. Alright, that's good. So I'm kind of unhappy about this region. How does this region look in? 40%. I think this region is probably my best bet. 70 times 9, that's 63. This will be 40, and this one is 40 as well, and this one is 30. Okay, so this is, I think, my best bet. So I want to roll out with the squad, get these 90 guys out into the battlefield. I'm gonna edit these guys to have less training, and hopefully everything will shift to them. All of them are now training, and then I can put it back up. And then the other 9 will train. I do have enough troops to satisfy 650 population worth of, what is it? The army fulfillment and environment? Yes, army. Okay. But I think the first thing I'm going to do right now is build an army right on the border over here. Put them. Are there more conscripts? I can get 10 more Garthemi. I don't think that's worth the taxes over here. These are all fully trained, so that's nice. These taxed out. All right, this is actually a pretty decent one with the cut stone. I think I want to get rid of this and get proximity. Because I'm already suffering from that, and that just gives me an extra piece of fruit every day and that extra piece of cut stone. How much money am I? It's 1,000 denarii a day for 1 apple and 1 piece of cut stone. No. Oh, it's even more than that. It's like 1.5k. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Which is no change. And then let's see, this is 118 humans. I will send my 90 at full training. And then I'll use my 5 million to buy, let's see, these guys have, what did I give these guys? Like 1 of each, I think, right? Yeah, 1 of each. So let's get maybe 120 leather armors. you know what? I just want 2 more import depots. I'm gonna move the leather one over here. I'll wait for that to complete. Oh yeah, I need to adjust this down by 90. 210. And then I will buy leather armors until I have 180. And I want at least 320,000. Oh, right, I need a new target. Let me grab my calculator. So I want 650 population times 800 in area, so 520 is a new target actually. Let's go ahead and just... I can't copy paste that. 5. Okay, it's kind of weird. Man, this cursor is cursed. 5.2. Like, why does it remove an extra? Okay. I probably don't need a limit on stone and wood because I'm buying and selling those for profit. What is this one? Minimum treasury. It can't be set to 0 once you put it. Okay. I think this is all good. And then I want 180 in storage, which I can store, right? I can't. Okay. Okay, now we can remove this, put another one of those. And then we can buy hammers and do much the same. I want 180 to be kept in stock. There we go. And this should also be put to 520,000. I'm actually buying this. Is any of this available? Oh, there is a bit in the market. Yep. Alright, at least I have hammers. And then when I'm buying leather armors and I'm also getting a bit of cut stone, then I think I'll look into upgrading my guard posts. Still not buying any leather armors though. Why not? I just spent 2.5 million on hammers. Like 1 million there. 1.2. Okay. But none of it's coming over. Let's see. I think I just want to set these to show up. There we go. We got our hammers. Let's go grab another region. And now I've got the arrow keys, and I can probably properly show how I do my combat. Although I do only have 1 squad. So this will likely just be a waiting game. Like that. Start. And then we just wait. Make a slight adjustment. And we'll try to just push through them. Alright, let's see how we're doing. We're at 1.8 morale, they're at 4.3. So pushing through them, not working out the best. I've recovered a bit of morale. They've suffered 15 losses, I've suffered 14. So yeah, this isn't great. Let's just stand here. Oh. I'd like to have this guy selected, please. That guy in the center over there should be getting his bunkers knocked off. 3.1, 4.2. So they are winning the morale game. Wait, am I actually losing this? What if I just give you the attack command? You'll do a weird dance, kind of. 2.0, 3.4. I think I'll lose this. .2, 3.5. Information is intact, which they are not getting. Nope, absolutely got destroyed. So I have to be a little smart about this, and how am I going to do that? I think I'm going to have to like skirt around their sides continuously until I beat them. I should probably take advantage of the hammers being better at fighting. Yes, do this, please. Move like that. See, I've got 8 casualties, they've got 6, so this is just doing terrible. What if I just stand here? Think that works? Let's try and maintain formation. 2.0, 0.9. I think I'm already breaking again. 1.9, 0.3. Yeah, I'm breaking again. Maybe taking this fight was just too greedy, but I'm gonna give it a few more tries. Not really sure what I want to do differently this time though. Maybe I want to be on guard when they show up. Maybe I can kind of bullfight them for a while. Okay. Yep, they're running. Move out of the way. If I just let them tire themselves out for a while. They want to run at me a whole bunch of times, and that's fine. Like they are expending a lot more energy than I am. Are they going for my throne yet? Nope. I will move over here quickly and then charge at them right into their rear. Nope. But I will try and push through like that. I have a lot higher exhaustion than me. Yes, I do. Let's try and push through. See how that did. They took 7 casualties and I took 6. I'm still pretty low in exhaustion. They're getting pretty weary. I did take a lot more morale damage there though. Let's just try and back away slowly. Let's try and push through again. I have broken their formation, but I have also broken mine. Let's try and stay formed up. These guys should be getting pushed through, right? Hammer's just terrible if you only bring 1. Let's just Warm up 5 depth. Let's see if we can get them through exhaustion. They're hovering at about 4, I'm hovering at about 3.9. Let's move over here to the side. Try to pinch off a few. There's. They're staying at about 4. I'm going towards 3 now. Let's try to make another breakthrough here. Let's move it a little bit over here. And a little closer to home. I don't want to be too far off of my target. They're at about 3, so am I. I think not saying information is definitely helping me more. The hammers are definitely more effective, right? They're on red exhaustion. I'm on kind of deep red exhaustion. Their morale is starting to break. Their formation is intact. How? Try and push down through the side here. Mm, 1.9, 2.8. Finally doing it. Move up like this. .5, 2.6. And let's push through. There we go. Took me a while though. Jewelry. Then occupy this place. Alright, let's see what we got to work with. 66 target. $290. So that'll hopefully be good for another. Wow, a lot of fruit here. And we do need it actually. So every orchard is bringing in how much fruit? 110. Wow. Okay. How does this go from... How does it only go up by 93? That doesn't make sense. Alright. Let's build a tavern. See how that does. Because I want these troops back home as quickly as possible. Let's switch this off. Alright, loyalty's going up again. We have a bit of leftover workforce, so I think with a few more conscripts over here, we can likely get a thing going. Let's put this army over here. Then we can have 10 Garthemi conscripts. And these guys are gonna be providing conscripts too. What is this? Why is this blinking? I'm gonna reduce tax over here by 1. Okay. Do we get more conscripts? Not effectively, no. Or is this still going up as support goes up? I don't think so. We can recruit Tenemivia, but these guys can probably get out of Dodge. Then we can recruit those Tenemivia. Anything else? Nope, I don't think so. And then these 2 guys are enough. We can get rid of this tavern. And now we can get access to the clay. I did say we could get rid of the tavern, but is that really true? We might be getting another human or Kryptonian. Yes. Yes, it is true. Okay. Let's think. I think that clay is good. Now that we have clay, is our... Yes, they are home. Get home, get out of here. 1 hammer sucks, so I'm gonna want 2 hammers actually. And then these people will come home. There we go. And then this can go back up to 300. For some reason I went over the limit there by a lot. Let's give 10 units the day off, or maybe 20. Everyone else is doing fine. Alright, and so now the plan is 10 technology points. What kind of workforce do I have? Let's see. Nope, not that. Wasn't there Ojobers, right? Ojobers, yes. I got 20 human Ojobers. Let's redesign this to be the max amount of stations that'll fit here. And then we'll turn on clay consumption once we get clay. And I think we want a very small kind of warehouse over here for that clay. Put an entrance over there. And then we want a really small pottery. Because all we need that pottery for is just for some maintenance. Let's make it absolutely teeny tiny. Let's see, I do want access over there, yes. And then auxiliary station. Okay, so this is 12 workers, this is too many. Just one. Can we get 4 so that I don't need that one? That's 3. Is this 4? Nope. So let's just do that. And then we'll put 2 doors in there. I think we can get away with an extra piece of storage. And yep, there we go. I think that's good. And then we'll wait for the clay shipment to arrive. So how am I doing for rations? I'm using 25 on supply and I'm producing 41, so I'm still doing good on rations. We're starting to get vegetable and fruit shortages, but you know, this thing also produces a fair bit of fruit surplus, which is really nice. Still got that distance debuff though, so I think at this point I will actually swap out the money for a road. Yes, that gave us 4 extra clay, that's good. And I think we can tax this area a little bit. Third clothing shortage? Kinda, yeah. Let's go all the way back up to the max. Saw 320 humans in my town, I want that. Let's see, who else can we get? We can get, finally get up to 15. Garthemi probably. As for everyone else, I don't think we can increase their population numbers. Let's see, we got 4 people doing pottery without clay. That's good. We want clay over here. There we go. Oh, we already have our first clay shipment. That's really nice. And we want 3 more people on this, and we want them consuming clay. So I have plenty of clay left over. My goal here is to get 10 points for the food stall upgrade. I do think I'll need 10 extra humans, so I'll just get those and put them to work. Need 4 more points. 3, 2, 1. One. Yeah, 1 more point. Let's go. Come on, come on. Yes. Fine taste. And then we can upgrade our food stalls once we get the pottery for that. We do need some extra furniture though. And for that we need more Dendorians. Let's just get you up to 30 and then give you a day off. Crap. I'm needing to give a lot of days off just to pull off the next tier basically. So this one can get an upgrade. 28. Okay, I need a little bit more. 2 days of production. Keep an eye on our happiness, or loyalty I should say. That's all good for now. And there we go. We can get the refined taste upgrade. And then K should update. There we go. So we have plenty of potters for our purposes. Let's just buy 30 pieces of pottery from this guy. Where is pottery? Can I get 30 pieces? Yeah, I'll pay 8K for that. And then once it shows up, we can upgrade the other food stall. There we go. Now, how much furniture are we down? We need 3 extra pieces of furniture a day. Everybody produces about half. So we need 6 extra workers on this. That's 25 Dendorian, or yeah, 25 Dendorians. And then we should see an improvement in services from the food stalls, which is pretty huge, I imagine. Upgrade is going up. let's see. It immediately solves the problems with my humans and my Dendorians. Amevia going up, Tilapia going up. And do I still have some spare innovation? No, I do not. Let's see, is there anything we can get with knowledge that'll make my people happy? I don't think so, not without burning a bunch of innovation first. Actually, I need a considerable amount of thinking, because let's see, it was 7 people to get. Well, I can just do math, right? This is 14 people. They consume 25 clay, 26 according to this. I can probably get another one. They make 32 about, realistically. Like their target is 34, but who cares? Degrade per year. Okay. So 32 times 0.4 is a little more than 12. And I needed 13, so on my next one I can probably skimp like 2 workers or something like that. What is the target here? Oh, so just having the resources multiplies it by 2. 2.5, 40% of that is just 1. So every human gives me 1 point of innovation net. So if I just get 10 more humans working science, I'll be able to get the market stall upgrade as well. I still need 1 more guy in carpentry. And I need to see what the effect. Like I can probably get a few more Amevia, but realistically, what are my Amevia even doing? Like they're working the pumps, they're working the supply depots. They're helping with the vegetable farm, which they're not even good at. Why are you guys helping in the vegetable farm? Can't you help in the bakery or something? Let's turn you all down on this, except this and that. Plus. Huh. Let's see, you guys are living in this corner. Why don't you help in the bakeries? Oh. Okay. Didn't mean for that to happen. Oh lord. What about weavers? Oh, yeah, that's excellent. Okay. Are they good at carpentry? No. Guess they're better than the average. They could also be making rations, but I think weavers is probably a good place for them to work at. Let's see, my tilapia are all just employed in the intelligent pasture. I think I'm starting to want a second pasture for that. Let's build that. We also fire 3 people from this one, and then we can land in 2 extra Amevia, 2 extra tilapia, and then we can put 5 people on this other one. Now let's start by firing 3 tilapia. We'll have some extra odd jobbers, and this should be like almost at 100%. Right, humans. That's not good. Over. Repair. Let's see, did anything important get busted even? Doesn't look like it. Then I can put 7 tilapia on this room, or 8 tilapia on this room. And then raise my cap to 25. And then I will give 5 of them a day off. Now I do have a bit of workforce. Yeah, this isn't ideal, but you know, this is pretty good. I got 17 people making 30 meat over here. They can manage to do all the tending just as well as 20. Then I got 8 over here, which will be producing another 13. So it's 45 meat a day. That's nothing to scoff at. Still though, it doesn't make them happy enough. So something is wrong with their environment. Guess they don't like running into others. What is your road preference then? Wasn't it visible somewhere over here? Oh, it is visible for the building types, but not for the road preference. Okay, that makes 0 sense, but you do you, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and build the extra laboratory. Let's just build that over here. Actually, let's build all of this over here. Let's remove that. Let's put this down like that, and then put another one over here. And then we can get rid of this immediately. Okay, rid of this. Oh, not that. That's insulation, that's important. I'm not really sure why this would be stone housing. I just want everything out of mud over here. Although I guess for the research stations, grand walls actually make the most sense, but I just don't have. I guess I will have the supplies for that. I'm getting free cut stone and I'm not using it for anything. So I may as well make these humans as happy as possible. There we go. Okay, get rid of this, and then eventually this can just be restored to being a training ground again. What's being employed here? Also humans. But I think I'd rather get my Dendorians a little happier. Maybe build this one out of... This is where they sleep at night. They'll love that. Right? Dendorians should love this. How is my loyalty doing? It's lappy, not happy. Dendorians are an issue. Humans are also an issue. Dendorians love this, right? Kinda. They'd love it more than that, so that's good. And then I need to wait another year until I get cut stone again. All these humans are working, and I can get the... Do I want the lavatory or the market upgrade, actually? Services. Lavatory is 3.0, and the market is 3.5. So the market fulfillment would be better, and the tech is cheaper. And if I get a leftover point of innovation, I'll get the basic farming one for that extra output from the farms. I think that's good. And then we can get started on upgrading our markets. What do we need for that? Oh, a whole lot of furniture. Oh my lord, that's a lot of furniture. 56. 56, really? That's so much. Alright, let's max out the Endorians on this. Do I have 13 Endorians? Yes, I do. Alright. I'm gonna pause the recording here, because I gotta go use the bathroom. And seamlessly I'm back. What were we doing again? Oh yeah, debating the amount of furniture in these market upgrades. Holy moly, what's the lavatory upgrade like actually? That is about half as bad, but I've got 3 lavatories. There's a lot of pottery though. What was this one to build? It's just a regular one again. Like, what's the difference here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually this is the same amount of furniture. So we can just check the degrade over here, which is 25 furniture a year, and this is 6. So that's gonna go up by 40 a year for both of those, which is 2.5 furniture per day. Which I do not have that. Oh wait, I am getting more Vendorians in here. Let's see. Okay, almost, you know. Let's start importing some furniture. I think, and then pottery, I think is fine for now. I can like expand that one, but my carpenter, I don't want to build a second one right now. So let's import a little bit of extra furniture. Nice, new clips. That'll make everyone happy, I'm sure. Everyone is doing well. Are my humans doing well? Yes, they are. And then let's import furniture. If we have 520k in the bank, would most pay 400 for them? Yeah, because it's the price of wood I'm selling. And then import that until we have 64 items in stock. I think that's good. Gotta use this money somehow. I think buying for... Oh, we suddenly have a neighbor. Hello, neighbor. You've got a scary army. You want to be trade buddies for 50k? Yeah, I'll be trade buddies. I have an incredibly high price for furniture. Looks like I'm still not really buying leather armors. How's my clothing doing? My clothing is fine. And my pottery is still good. What's the pottery on this? 13 a year. How much pottery is in there? 28, and I think this was double that, right? Yes, it's double that. So I will have a double this, so 26 times 2 for 2 stalls. It's 52 pottery a year. That is how much pottery per day? About 3.25. These guys are making 4 a day. Well, yeah. Okay, so let's get 4 more potters in here, which I think I can do that for 5, and that for 3, and get another auxiliary in here, and then that should be all the pottery I need. Let's quickly buy. Oh, these two at war? Not anymore. And looks like this guy didn't choose to expand down this lane. Oh, Foreman Lore is just completely destroyed. He's gone. I should pay attention to global politics. Wowie. Okay. What was I doing? Right. I was gonna buy 50 pottery. So this guy is my biggest neighbor. He'll probably have the best price. Let's get 80 pottery for 40k, sure. And then we can upgrade the markets as well. 1 and 2. There we go. Now we get the bonus loyalty from the eclipse, so let's wait for that to end. boom, it's gone. Loyalty collapses. But market services should be increasing slowly but surely. I don't know actually how many market visits do you need a year? Shopping, 15% per day. So I think that's like twice a year almost. So it should take about half a year for that upgrade to take full effect. And I still need to get my tilapia days off. Damn, that ticks down hard, man. The days off. Yeah, that is not good enough. Services. Is there bad well access up here? Guess there's just this. I guess all these humans are using it as well. Let's put down extra set over here. There we go. How did I get this much of a labor pool? Did my guys stop training? I guess they did. Actually, I think 60%. I don't think I ever want them to stop training. Let's just go up to 100 people. Alright, let's see. We can probably get about 20 extra humans. 350. Give them a few days off. I think we can get 5 extra Kryptonians. Another 5. We can get 5 extra Gondorians. Maybe that was a little too ambitious. We can get 5 extra Garthini. Right? We can definitely get 5 extra Nevia. Yeah. And we can't get 5 extra Tilapia. These humans are fine, these Kryptonians are fine, Dendorians fine. See, yep, Garthimi are barely fine. Mevia are fine. What can I do for my Dendorians, or my Kryptonians, I mean? They love their... They don't like executions. They would prefer if people get imprisoned and judged. I do have my 3 extra points of innovation, so let's get that basic farming. I think that's good. This is basically like plus 16% at this point. So I do quite like that. We are 110 away from getting nobles, so that is amazing. We're so close. And we can, I think, if I just if I just get the if I just get a bunch of humans to come in and a few Kryptonians, we can just push over the limit and then have those. Let's authorize 100 and let's authorize 10, and then we just have those. We'll have the nobles. Yes, there we go, nobles. So we can find a human and promote him, and we can find a Tilapia, promote him. We can find a Kryptonian and promote him. We can find a Dendorian and promote him. And then I can do one more, which will either be my Mevia or my Garthimi. I think it's gonna be my Mevia. At this point, there we go. Right, you are going to be the master of grain farming. And then I think I want a... once I get a master of bakery, I won't need a master of bakery. And now that I get the bonus on that, I think I just want to switch one of these over to vegetable farming. So let's just do that. There we go. That was very quick. And let's try to keep my population from rioting. Tourists. Oh no. It's not until the next day that it takes effect. Yep, 94 riders, that's not good. Let's hope that these guys can just take care of that. It's probably all those humans. Oh man, they're shredding through everything like tissue paper. This is not good. Getting those nobles up might have been the death of me. But I just need to gotta make it through this. Make it through these riots. Health is terrible now. Let's see what I want to repair everything, of course. Let's see. They shred pretty much every service imaginable. A lot of my industry, the fight pit, everything. Mostly in the south side of town, and that did that did clear up about 70 of them, so that's great. Let's see if I can prevent that. Oops. I want to buy some pottery from you again. Pottery, give me like 150, please. Yeah, I'll pay 100k for that. Let's see, everything's pretty much patched up at this point. See anywhere else? What's our loyalty doing? We still have the emergency going on. Let's wait for that to end. Kryptonians are good, right? Almost. Oh, they need some time off. Garthemi needs some time off. I think I'm gonna give my well, can I give them some clay instead? Just kind of need a few more humans to die off, and a few more Kryptonians to do the same. There we go, and there we go. Yeah, going up to 20 per theming was a mistake. Do my humans still get all the torch fulfillment that they need? Pretty much, yeah, okay. The Mevi are unlocking statues. You and me both, brother. Are Flappy just fine now? Nope. Still need days off. And the Garthemia are gonna take a while. The market server should have stabilized. It has. It didn't give me nearly as much. It's like almost a single point of fulfillment, which is good, don't get me wrong. Let's see, I have a whole lot of grain right now, right? Yeah, I've got an amazing amount of grain. It's so much grain, in fact, that I think I need to start selling bread. Importing furniture is likely a good idea, although I am down bad for furniture at this point. Start selling bread. Do I want to sell bread? What about grain? Just straight up grain. What if you just empty out this warehouse and just sell that? What does that do? That definitely fills the coffers. Oh yeah, just pick it up off the ground. Take as many people as you need. Oh, this one. So basically there's Intelligence somewhere, and they have bones in their pen. I'm going to inform my subject. So it looks like there are skin stealers out and about. And now everybody is unhappy, so that's great. We're gonna give days off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, everybody's gonna need a few days off. This is a really long event, that's annoying. The Diomevia? Yep, Diomevia 2. So everybody gets a day off. Amazing how quickly those humans stabilized back to 350. Let's see, and then I can set these to just train, never stop training. Six, 1, 2, 3, and then everybody else gets one. I'll go up. I have so many days off I need to clear. Oh, there's a ride anyway. That sucks. Use this round and kill them. Thank you. And then repair everything again. And I think we need to have a look at our mass grave is large enough. Let's see, they broke the carpenter. That's annoying. Yeah, our mass grave is fine. Our graveyards are kind of fine. We do have like an issue not having roads here. Let's see, what else can I do? Got that excellent vegetable farm. Got so much grain. It's actually insane. Let's not sell grain for less than 80? No, 80. That's a really annoying event, but it's about to end. And then our happiness will spike back up. And then we need to wait for the emergency to wear off. And then we can see if we need to arrange more days off. I think everyone has settled back at their target population level, so we should be good. Still a little bit of an emergency, and it's gone. 76%, 74%, 71, 68. Oh yeah, I still have too many Garthini. Maybe we can just wait for them to riot, and then we can kill them off. And the tilapia are fine as well. How many grain farmers do we actually have? 70. Can we get rid of one more farm and replace that with something else? What though? Do I just want... I think I just want the Kryptonians. Honestly. And then we can get that grain patch back later. We still have twice as much grain as we need bakeries. So maybe we can get rid of another farm. And why am I getting rid of these farms? I should just be switching them off. So I'll switch you off, and I will switch you off. And then we'll have these two and these two. I think we have plenty of grain in storage to not need to worry about that too much. Let's see, we've got one switched off, and we've got 5. Yeah, I think that's good. 42, working at triple capacity. Still have a little bit more grain than we need. We have a bunch of excess workforce. And we have a bunch of money. Okay, so I think I can assign the rest of my people to just be governors. And now we have a good amount of gov points, 34 gov points. So I can just replace this one with a level 2 growth building, and then we won't need this as much anymore. Suddenly we have options. Let's get fish. Let's remove this, replace it with that. I don't need that much fruit anymore. Don't want law. Do want to spend a little bit on maybe that'll be plenty. I need a little bit extra for my tilapia. Do they prefer that? No, not really. Can I actually get a benefit out of this? Let's wait a little bit of time for this population to go up all the way. Okay. So I do need an extra army here. Let's put that down. Is there anything I can conscript? Yes, Kryptonians. And then hopefully that'll help me break even. And then I will have an extra thing over here. Just wait for that. Because my loyalty is stable, right? Yes, everyone is pretty much at or above 70%. I can kind of ignore my city for a little while. And once I get these 10 Kryptonians, accident. Why am I getting a notification about that? Okay. Can we get rid of the tavern? We cannot. Okay, so we just have the tavern and then a bunch of extra tax. That's good. And we still have, what, 5 workforce left over. I got fish on the other one. Let's get meat on this one. So we'll have fish and meat. And then what else? We're starting to get a little low on wood. Stone we're still fine on. And I think I'd really like some leather. Start producing some leather armors. I've got plenty of workforce at this point. I don't really know where it's going. Right. Who's unhappy? These guys are. How much clay is this furniture? Almost nothing. You guys can max this out. That's good. Let's see how that works. This should be going up, right? As they get their furniture fixed. It's very slow. Let's give them a day off. The tilapia need a little more access. What can I really give them though? Maybe leather if I start getting it. Yeah, let's give them some leather. And let's replace... wait. I do not have the Rework pasture unlocked, so let's not give them leather actually. No leather. Still don't have enough clothing for some reason. There should be a 2. I guess for a lot of people it is, for some people it's not. Okay, but my tilapia should be going up still. Right, it's Gratonians, humans, tilapia. Okay, that's fine. Oh, right. I've recorded, well, I don't have an hour of footage, but I already had 45, and this is another 27. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Good luck, have fun. Bye-bye.